Hey, howdy, and good morning. This morning, new sheriff in town. We've got our FS140 and the PSP Vortexx. It's the VR120. You guys have recommended, several of you, the PSP, the load shed modules, because the ones we use from Generac are not dependable, but also their surge products. And it turns out, again, new to me, that they've been around for a while. So hang on, this morning we're going to dig into pros and cons and comparison between the Siemens FS140 and the PSP Vortexx. Here we go, video hands. So here's your Vortexx. Again, you guys have seen a bunch of the Siemens FS140. This is our bad boy that we took apart to look at the guts. Unfortunately, again, Siemens made it difficult, but we did get it open. I want to look at the Vortexx right now. They were kind enough to put their cover on with screws. I am opening this up for the first time, so whatever's back here, you're going to see with me. While I'm doing this, their specs are very similar. That's super different. Here's the bottom, nothing there. This is it. So all my electrical engineers out there, tell me what these are that make, because I'm not an electrical engineer. I see 3 black boxes, some yellow boxes, and a tuna can right there, and a cool light. Very simple. So electrical engineers, I'm calling you now. How is it that these very simple colors give me virtually the same specs as this thing that is a forest of Smurf heads? How does that happen? What's going on? I'm sure there's a reason. That was unexpected. I was expecting a forest of something. This looks like alien technology to me. I'm baffled. I'm going to put it back together because I'm super uncomfortable right now. Let's talk specs. Ooh. So now that we've seen the inside guts of the PSP, the Vortexx, and I am going to investigate that and call my guy, here's some bottom line differences if you're comparing. And again, thank you for all the guys that have already recommended PSP to me to look into. Great company. Number one thing I noticed is that I can call PSP, get a guy assigned to my account, and talk to a human. You can get hold of somebody at Siemens. It takes a minute, and it takes a while. The people at PSP are really interested in you buying their product, and they'll answer your questions, and they seem moderately creative. Again, Siemens is a global giant. Don't seem as interested. That's okay. As far as the specs, here's the main differences. They are very, very similar in specs, despite the alien technology. Warranty, right away, the biggest thing is PSP, lifetime warranty. They send the warranty in the packaging. You don't have to go online for us older people. It's cool to have a piece of paper. Read through that. Interesting, but it's a lifetime warranty. Again, FS140 is 10-year. The modes. So the Vortexx we can install with the breaker, a 2-pole 30, or tap it directly to the main lugs. This will be our next video because they give you these. Here, look at those. These fancy ridged spades that you're supposed to insert behind the feeders in the same lug. I have questions. Next video. But type 2 or type 1, again, type 1's attractive because a lot of the panels we're getting into no space for another breaker. Okay. We know the FS140 needs a 2-pole 20. The performance difference, primarily surge current, is only slightly different. The Vortexx, 120,000 amps. FS140, of course, 140,000 amps. The VPR, the voltage protection rating, is a little higher, 700 volts versus 600 volts. And then phase-to-phase, 1,000 volts versus 900. Bottom line, the lower the VPR, the better. So the Vortexx has slightly less specs there, but it's not that big a deal. Next video, we're going to install that. I got a sub panel in here. I'm going to pull out my Eaton Ultra, put in the Vortexx, and we're going to use the main lug spades and see what that looks like. I hear the souls of 1,000 building inspectors crying out in protest. We're going to see what happens. Take care, click like, subscribe. See you on the next one.